जब से बने हैं प्रभु तुम्हारे, ये जीवन अच्छा लगता है। यादों में तेरी मस्ती चढ़ी है, यादों में तेरी मस्ती चढ़ी है, सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है। जब से बने हैं प्रभु तुम्हारे, ये जीवन अच्छा लगता है।
Good morning, everyone. So we are very early in the morning. As we awaken, we come back to that pure loving energy of the Supreme Being. So do we feel that much love for Baba? And do we feel that gratitude that actually what is that the knowledge he is giving and what is the change he's bringing in me? Who I thought I was and who I truly am. So let's continue with our churning of the Murli. This is the second part, and we'll just see one or two things as Baba mentioned in this Murli, that the most valuable treasure is the treasure of time. When we stop wasting our time, our original sanskars, Baba mentioned subtle sanskars that we discussed yesterday, but that original soul's sanskars become stronger and they come into in action. So I just wanted to bring to your attention that do you know your sanskars? And Baba says, or do you do wrong actions and waste so much time and still justify saying it's my habit, it's my nature? Or having said that, we go on to repentance and waste so much of time. But Baba said the natural nature of Brahmins is constantly to experience all attainment. So there shouldn't be any room, any question of waste. If I am feeling, thinking, actually, how would I know that I am thinking waste? Is that I'll feel low, I'll feel confused, I'll feel stressed, I'll not feel good. So the feeling will tell me that whatever I'm thinking is a waste, or that is a lower vibration, lower frequency. That's the body conscious thoughts. I'm not being a soul. And Brahmin means awakened. Brahma element, right? Brahma. That Brahma is the element of light. When we awaken to that light, truth, we are Brahmins. So natural nature of Brahmins is constantly to experience all attainment. And the original and eternal sanskara of Brahmins is victory, that is of becoming complete and perfect. So the sanskara of repentance is not a sanskar of Brahmins. So Baba says, how many times do you think or say that I didn't want that to happen, but it happened? That is a royal form of repentance. So Baba gave beautiful, loving titles. So I'll start with that. So, to those who are constantly filled with all treasures, to those who change wasteful into powerful, to those who are constantly embodiments of all attainments, to those who create multi-millions at every second, in every thought, to the souls who have all rights to such limitless treasure, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So let's take a few seconds of silence to feel that love and remembrance that Baba is giving, and let's return that of gratitude. And so then Baba met groups. So Baba is saying, you have the sanskars of the Sun dynasty, do you not? When you make the same mistake again and again, that sanskar becomes form. To be part of the Sun dynasty means to be a master son, the same as the sun. The work of the sun is to burn any remaining rubbish of weaknesses or defects within a second with the rays of power. So Baba is saying we are master sons and we have the power to burn all our weaknesses and defects in a second. You have to destroy it in such a way that all name, trace, color, and form are finished for all time. Just as a corpse is burnt, so all name, form, and color are finished for all time. To burn it means to turn it to ash. This is the duty of those who are part of the Sun dynasty. So no more justification, but what is my title? I am the deity from the Sun dynasty. So anything that is weak, I have to burn it in a second. That is the duty of those who are part of the Sun dynasty. Do you have such power that you not only turn your own weaknesses to ash, but also those of others? Such powerful, like soul, when will have that highest power, most elevated vibrations in my original stage, I can even burn the weaknesses in others. That's the power of the soul. So, do you have such power that you not only turn your own weaknesses to ash, but also those of others? Is there anything more powerful than the sun? The sun is higher than the moon. There is nothing higher than the sun. We know physically, sun gives that light, it can burn. Moon doesn't do all that, but also without sun, no life will exist. Not breathe, there'll be no nature, there'll be no food, water. So Baba is saying there's nothing higher than the sun. Nothing but the sun has the power to burn. So, are you like that? Are you a master sun or are you a moon? Or is it that you are sometimes the sun and sometimes the moon? Every power of a master almighty authority who is a master sun can perform great wonders. That's our most important title. I'm a master almighty authority. I'm master Sarva Shaktivan. Anytime you feel down or low, if you feel restless, you can walk in the room, walk wherever you are, but bring all your attention to the thought, I'm Master Almighty Authority. My Father, the Almighty Authority, is holding my hand. And see how feeling changes. And when you tap onto that calmness inside, the security inside, then you'll see the solution. Baba says every power of a master almighty authority who is a master son can perform great wonders. However, this is only when you know how to use these powers at the right time. If at a particular time you need to use the power to tolerate, but instead of that, you use the power to decide, then what would be the result of that situation where you waste time by taking a decision? So Baba is now coming, narrowing it down, breaking it down for us that one is having all the powers and the other is having that intellect so clear that I know exactly which power to use when. So if it is time to tolerate and if I get caught in using the power to decide, then what will happen? I'll become stressed, I'll become confused, and instead of tolerance, I may shout, I may argue, I may break down. So Baba saying, you need to, when, if at a particular time you need to use the power to tolerate, but instead of that, you use the power to decide, then what would be the result of that situation where you waste time by taking a decision? You have to use the particular power that is needed at that particular moment. A power that is used at the right time is considered to be elevated. A power that is used at the right time is considered to be elevated. Every action of mine will become elevated if I am using that right power, the right virtue at that moment. Know the time, the method, and the influence of any power, then that power can perform wonders. It's about choosing the right power. We know the 8 powers, all of us know, right? We can churn on those 8 powers and reflect on our own to know in situations, you can see in your situations where which power you can apply. And when we can reflect, that's like studying, at your free time, then you will see that you'll know right away at the situation to use which power that can perform wonder for that situation. Even if you know how to use 2 to 4 powers, you can achieve a great deal. However, do not become happy with just 2 to 4 because you have to become complete. Nevertheless, even if you have just 2 powers, you can perform great wonders. Each power has its own importance. You must have seen how, on the path of devotion, each power, the power of each element, has been portrayed as a deity. The sun deity, the wind deity, the earth deity. all of those powers have been shown in forms of deities. They have been shown with so much importance or power. As we know, the elements, the physical elements have power, right? What wind can do, sun can do, what earth is doing, giving to us, we know, and they are shown as deities. Your every power is worship. For instance, the power of fearlessness is portrayed by goddess Kali. Durga has been shown as the power to face. This is the praise and worship of all powers through the various names. So fearlessness is portrayed by goddess Kali, and Durga is the goddess for the power to face. This is the praise and worship of all your powers through the various names. If you have the power to remain content and to make others content, the praise is portrayed in the form of Mother Santoshi. Santosh means contentment. So when you can stay content in any situation, people know you that you're so calm, you're so content, then they will get that energy and feel content, and that is Mother Santoshi, they worship. To remain content means to have the power to tolerate. There is so much praise of you. You have the power to become as light as the wind, that is, of being double light. And so you are worshipped in the form of the wind deity. That's beautiful analogy. That because we can stay as light as wind, that flows, right? That blows that easily. That's why you are worshipped in the form of the wind deity or in the form of the son of the wind, Hanuman. This is the worship of your being, double light. Do you understand? So Hanuman can fly, right? Light. Do you understand? So imagine what someone whose every power is worshipped would be like. Know this great importance of yourself. Now it's Navaratri going on. You can check also the deities and try to see, connect which powers they are portraying. And that's your power. Baba is saying, you are the one whose every power is worshipped. So, you know who you are. How are you like? So know this great importance of yourself. Do you know your importance? There are countless deities and goddesses. You wouldn't even be able to remember their names. You are supremely worthy of being worshipped. Do you understand yourself, or do you simply consider yourself to be ordinary? You are supremely worthy of being worshipped. So, do we actually feel that, realize it? Or we feel we are ordinary? What do we consider ourselves? That's a very important question. So, are we still, getting affected by the mundane things of life? Or do we remember Baba is saying you are supremely worthy of being worshipped? So if you keep in your awareness how you are worshipped, then your every act will become worthy of being worshipped. Each of you has to examine yourself to see which number you will claim in the race. It is not a big thing to race, but which number are you going to claim? Of course, you are moving along, but there is a vast difference between the way an ant moves, the way a lion moves. So Baba is saying really beautiful things. So I hope you are really visualizing it. That if I remember I'm supremely worthy of worship, my actions will be worthy of being worshipped. People will say, wow, such a virtuous person. Then Baba is talking about race, that in the race, which number you will become, and you are all moving along well, but there's a vast difference between the way an ant moves and the way a lion moves. Everyone is moving along, but in what way are they moving? To be a lion means to be a king. A king is never subservient to anyone. Are you like this? You never become subservient to matter or Maya or even somebody else? Or do you? Not to be dependent means to move along like a lion or lioness. The way a goat moves is still better than the way an ant moves. So we have to think about that. How do I move in this journey of spirituality? Then Bapdada is meeting the Madhuban residents, who are the closest of all. There is a saying in Sindhi, those who are at the heart are seated in the heart. I'm not really sure about the exact meaning of heart, but all of us here know Madhuban, right? So who are residents there? Baba is talking to them. So they are the closest. So Baba is saying in Sindhi that those who are at the heart are seated in the heart. So the Madhuban residents are the ones who reside the closest. So what is the return of staying so close? On the path of devotion, when people call out to God, they say, "Let me constantly remain at your feet." However, that is a devotee, whereas a knowledgeable soul remains constantly seated in the heart. A knowledgeable soul remains constantly seated in the heart. Baba says we are equal to him. Like a mature grown-up child, I have to sit with Baba as equal and talk. That's heart-to-heart conversation. That is where I'll be seated in the heart. But devotee are asking, seeking, wanting, praying. And that is where the equality is not there. Baba says, don't ask like beggars, but talk like a rightful grown-up child. So knowledgeable, I am God's child. So a knowledgeable soul remains constantly seated in the heart. So you are the ones who stay the closest of all. Just as you are close physically, are you just as close in your stage? The place of those who are close in their stage is the heart throne. Are those who are close to the physical place also just as close in their stage? All of you have heard a great deal. Now, what task remains to be accomplished? Give the return of everything that you have heard. You are giving the return now. How will we give what we have heard from Baba? By being that. By having faith that whatever Baba is saying, word by word, is true. That's it. So Baba is saying this is the time, confluence age, that you are giving the return now. You were told earlier that it is one thing to be a hard worker and another thing to be one who is a yogi while walking and moving along. If you are a hard worker, then when you have to work hard, does your stage also remain hard, or is it light? So that's again our stage, our feelings that, oh, I have to do this much, I have to do that much. So the hard work, is that feeling of so much I have to do. But Baba is asking, okay, you can be hard worker. So if you are a hard worker, then when you have to work hard, does your stage also remain hard, or is it light? When you are working hard, your body moves a great deal. In the same way, does your stage also move, or do you maintain the angelic state? So Baba doesn't want us to be hard worker, but yogi, lost in Baba's love. Man Manabha, Baba gives the mantra. So nothing is a hard work. So then only my stage can be light. So Baba says when you're working hard, your body moves a great deal. So does your stage also move, or do you maintain the angelic stage no matter what you're doing? All of you are working very well. Everyone praises your work, but now, together with praising your work, everyone should also praise your stage. Whatever you are doing, are you accumulating fruit for the future as well as for the present of the elevated karma you perform? So, our Baba talked in this Murli, the elevated karma, right? Every second, in that highest awareness, that not body conscious awareness, that is a waste. So Baba is saying, whatever you are doing, are you accumulating fruit for the future? The elevated action you are doing now every second, are you accumulating for the future as well as for the present? Present, what is that we receive? The fruit is super sensuous joy, total contentment, joy, the connection with Baba. We feel his presence. And for the future, also that total happiness, joy, become a king. So those are the fruits of the elevated karma you perform now. So Baba is asking, are you accumulating through your elevated karma you perform now the fruits for the future as well as for the present? Or is it that you do something here and also experience the fruit of it here? The fruit of accomplishing something at the conference age is super sensuous joy. If you accept the temporary fruit of name, fame, prestige, or matter, your servant, then everything for the future is used up. So you don't accumulate for the future. Only if that contentment, supersensuous joy of being able to do that elevated karma, that is natural, instant fruit of elevated karma. So Baba is saying, however, if instead of experiencing that contentment and supersensuous joy, we accept the temporary fruit of name, fame, prestige, matter, then everything will be used up now. So it is like you earned it, you ate it right away, right now, and it's all finished. And that's a sanskar of 63 words of the name, fame, actually, because I did something. That's a recognition. It's so subtle, sanskar in me. So, am I doing anything? Right now, whatever actions I'm doing is with the awareness of my truth that Baba has given to me. So, Baba is doing everything through me. So, if I can give whatever I did, Baba says, give the news of your service, whatever you are feeling, experiencing. If I keep Baba as my source to always go and give to him, I'll be free from these limited sanskars of name, fame, wanting name, fame, prestige. Baba says, if instead of supersensuous joy, you accept the temporary fruit of name, fame, prestige, or matter, then everything for the future is used up now. So check whether you are consuming everything here that you receive or whether you are also accumulating for the future. Whatever Baba says, and to the extent that he gives, you should be able to receive the instant fruit here and also accumulate for the future. Instant fruit is the joy, the contentment, super sensuous joy of Baba's companionship. And for the future is everything. Your virtues in sanskars. You become the master. You take that with you. If you accept any fruit other than the fruit that the Father gives, a lot of damage is caused. Those who remain close are those who become equal. Show the benefit of being close by becoming equal. Put the practical qualifications into your aim. Qualification and aim, when a student joins a medical school, the aim is to become doctor. And the qualification that he will receive at the end is of a doctor. So Baba says, put the practical qualifications into your aim. What are the qualifications of deities? All the virtues in my practical actions. So Baba is saying, put the practical qualifications in your aim. So you aim, that's your goal, and keep moving with this, knowledge, help, companionship of Baba in this spiritual journey. And then you become that qualified deity. We have to have it in our sanskar, the deity's qualities, and put that practical qualifications into your aim. Every qualification should reveal your aim. Means, what is that you aim should be seen in your actions and your mannerisms, whatever you do. You have a very elevated aim, so your qualifications should be just as elevated. What you aim should be seen in your actions, in your personality. Show yourself to be such a sample that Bap Dada will be able to challenge others to move along as you are doing. The impact of the atmosphere of Madhuban automatically spreads in all directions. For instance, some describe the atmosphere of Madhuban as a model for heaven. In the same way, the atmosphere of Madhuban of being a yogi like the Father Brahma, as you can see, small f. So the atmosphere of Madhuban of being a yogi like the Father should spread within the Brahmin family. It is not enough for the Madhuban residents just to think that themselves are fine. Your duty is to give cooperation to everyone with the vibrations and atmosphere of Madhuban. Just as you have a double or triple chance, so your duty is also double. So today Baba is calling Madhuban Nivasis as, double duty. They have double duty because their chances are double or triple. Every thought and act of the Madhuban residents should be worthy of being a blessing because Madhuban is the land of blessings. Eventually, the day will come when the words that emerge from everyone's lips will be everyone in Madhuban, the bestower of blessings in their every thought and act. So Baba is now seeing this date. Acha. So Baba is saying that, Baba is seeing that time when it will happen that way. Everyone in the world, all the Brahmin family will say that everyone in Madhuban is a bestower of blessings in their every thought and act. And it is not only for the Madhuban residents, but it is for us. Baba is saying the example that they are samples, they have the chance, they are closest to Baba. And as they can inspire others, as we can take the inspiration, we become same as them and inspire others. Thank you, everyone. So, yeah, we'll take a minute and let's share and discuss what stayed with you. Okay, Om Shanti. I think Brother Om has written Hearth in Sindhi, means at the center or the core. So Madhuban is at the core of the whole universe. Baba descends. So yeah, they are in the heart. Okay? Again, Girija says, I'm Master Son. So anyone else would like to share that they will take on to churn today? Please unmute and speak.
Om Shanti. Oh, please go ahead.
Sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I liked this power that which Baba explained in today's Murli. Baba says each power has its own importance, and says that a power that is used at the right time is considered to be elevated. And Baba in this Murli, as you also mentioned, that Baba touched upon that the significance of Navaratri, which also helps us to invoke the divinity and Shakti and the power within us by connecting the Supreme. That time is going on, and here Baba mentioned about the Kali, power to confront the wrong, power to the state of having that power of fearlessness. And and there are many other deities which are different powers. As we know, this Navaratri time, on the path of devotion, it is special puja and all is going on. But each deity has its own power. So I was going through it, and so this Gayatri, sorry, not Gayatri, the Durga here, Baba says, power to finish the past and and to live in the present. Similarly,
What to decide.
Power to decide. Yeah, power to decide. Yeah, in another way, this Saraswati has got this power to decide, power to discern. Right. That's why Saraswati is shown as the symbol of swan, right?
Yeah.
And Lakshmi is also as a power that which she portrays as the power to be loved by everyone. And Parvati is again power to withdraw from negative energies. And Jagadamba is again power to tolerate with dignity. And Santoshi Ma Baba already said that power to love and accept and make others content, remain content. And Gayatri is again power to catch people's vibration.
Yeah. Beautiful. I think you can share it in the group for all of us. Very beautiful, and it's just so nice to see the distinct difference. But they are worshipped. They are just symbolic image of the powers we hold within. And
so this is all comes in that. Yeah, I'm sorry. This all comes in that 8 powers, and as we practice this throughout our journey in the Sankham Yoga, and each one of us possess one or the other power, and then we become complete. And on the path of devotion, then it becomes our memorial, and we are worshipped based on what power we possessed. Right, that's what is happening right now on the path of devotion. So this is the time to get all these powers.
Really auspicious time. Thank you, brother. Yeah, to think about all these powers and become clear about it. And yes, Radhamani, she has written power to face. That's what Baba said for Durga. And you said it right. It's all connected. That is the power to finish the past. So it's every moment conscious to face, no matter what comes. And that's where they show that powerful confidence and fearsome forms, Kali as well as Durga. Yeah, it's beautiful to think about. Yes.
Om Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
I always like this master sun, and especially after taking the knowledge, Gyan Surya, the Prakata, the sun of knowledge is really coming out from my forehead, and it's going across to the world. But how does it come over here? It is filled in by the master sun of knowledge. But I would think myself as master sun. See, whenever you see the word sun, we think that that is the only one which is farthest from galaxy. Sometime back, some of my friends had just shared at the thought, hit at the moon, you may fall on the stars. There was a big debate on it. How can, if you hit on the moon, which is so close to the earth, you fall on the stars, which is so far, far, far away? And the closest sun itself is a star, and the sun is the one which is closest to earth. So when I just read that proverb, hit at the moon, you may fall on the stars, it just means when you hit at something, when you connect to something which is closest, the bullet, a miracle may happen. You may be pulled even beyond the sun to the stars, and you may fall on the stars. And then it made me think, even beyond those stars is my Brahma, is my Shiv Baba, the element of light which is still far away, and which I can reach by a single thought. So when that day, when I read this thought, I just learned what is it to be a master sun. But today, Baba, he has the way, when, even in yoga, the first thing we do is Surya Namaskar. The first thing we give everything to the sun. And if you see even those yoga asana of the Surya Namaskar, each of those 12 poses have got a very beautiful meaning when we do the Surya Namaskar. So what is that pose everywhere, where every limb of our body, how we really surrender to God Surya. Because it's also today, Baba has said, it is an element of deity. I like that master sun of knowledge. Then second thing, as the brother rightly said, is powers. And that's what we are experiencing this Navaratri. And it's so beautiful, I tell you, we are talking about Jagadamba, Parvati, but in Navaratri, we have made it so clear. The only one deity is Parvati. She takes various forms every day. One day Shailaputri, one day Skandamata, one day Kushnananda, and today she is Katyayani. So for a purpose, she was given this particular form. Like today, it is believed that she beheaded the demon Mahishasura and became Mahishasura Mardini. So today she is Katyayani. So what does that signifies? The energy is one. But when the energy undertakes various of this, removing the evil and bestowing happiness on her, she is worshipped that day as that element. That is the beauty. And how nicely Baba has linked it, these Ashta Shaktis, with the Ashta Power. So we learn this, and everywhere in each of these deities, very meaningfully given a weapon in hand. Whether it's the conch shell, whether it's the maze, whether it is the lotus, or whether she's sitting on a lion, or whether she's sitting on a bull. So beautifully to understand the knowledge, even if we take it along with this, it's really nice to know about what we call it as powers. Yes, you have to know the powers. I think I like these 2 points, the master sun and the powers. And if you go deeper and deeper in it, you will see even the knowledge, how rich it is in bringing about how these deities, these elements also are there. But what hit me today is I am master sun of knowledge.
Good, beautiful. Yeah, let's take this excitement of the festive season, and it's all so much resonating. So it's beautiful. That's beautifully shared, Girija. Thank you so much. Yeah, anyone else would like to share their point? What did you like? So Radhamani is saying a son of wind is Hanuman actually, so that his light, of course, son of lightness you can say, but it's not light, physical light, double light, yeah. And lion means not subservient to anyone or anything. We all are sons of the sun, Shiv Baba. Yeah. Anyone else? Sakshi, do you want to speak? If not,
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, brother.
Today in the Murli, Baba very interestingly correlating the goddesses, the Nau Durga, as the prapti that we get from Almighty Baba. And very clearly Baba says that all 9 forms are the states of the same goddess. As the goddesses, they come closer to Baba, as like we Brahmins come close to Baba, we get that prapti. It's about the Brahmins, that they are Brahma element. Brahmins means we have got the Brahma elements. And as we become close to Baba, as Baba also says about the Madhuban Nivasis, that you all are in the hearth, so you are in the heart of Baba. That means if we become Madhuban, Madhuban is also a place. As we say that Madhuban ja rahe hain. When we say Madhuban ja rahe hain, that means we are going to a place that is called Madhuban, and it also means Madhu ban ja rahe hain, that we are becoming Madhu, we are becoming sweet. And as we become sweet, we always reside in the heart of Baba, the Dil Takht of Baba. And as we are in the Dil Takht of Baba, that means we are very, very close to Baba. That means we are getting the Sang of Baba. And as we are in Sang with Baba, we are with Baba, we union with Baba, combined with Baba, we get the Sang ka Rang. And in that process of Sang ka Rang, as is our yad, as is our memory, and Baba says that constantly remembrance with Baba. And what that happens in that constant remembrance, we are in Sang with Baba, that Sankarang comes. And that Sankarang is the states of meditation of us, that the 9 goddesses. The first is called, in Sanskrit it is called Pratamam Sailaputri, Dvityam Brahmacharani, Trityam Chandraghantethi Kusmandeti Chaturthakam, पंचम स्कंद महातेति षष्ठम कात्यानिति च सप्तमम काल रात्रि महाघोर च अष्टम नवमम सिद्धिदात्री. The 9th state, that the final state is Siddhidatri. What Baba says, you child reach to a state that what you think it happens. This is the beautiful, interestingly part of this Brahmin life, that the stage comes, you are fulfilled. And as we talk about Durga, Durga is called Singhasan. Durga gets the state of Singhasan. So Baba correlates it and says that if you also become Durga, that means Durga Arti Shamani. Durga is that personality which diagnoses the evil within you, evil within, and then vanishes, kills, nullifies all the devils with the weapon of knowledge. ज्ञान अस्त्र शस्त्र से उसको खत्म करते हैं. And then you reach to a state, you become Durga and you attain that Singhasan. So Baba says that you get first to become Swarajyadikari, and then you get the Singhasan, that the kings. It is generally what we say that kings जो राजा होते हैं वो सिंहासन पर बैठते हैं. So Baba is very interestingly correlating that and says, if you attain all those Shaktis, you become Siddhidatri and you reach to a stage that you get Singhasan and Satyuga. And also Baba finally says that you have to become bestower of blessings. And that also comes from Baba. Om Shanti.
Yeah, beautifully explained, Sanjay Bhai. Thank you so much.
Anuben, there is just one
uh,
question. In the first
yes.
paragraph, I just wanted to know, when that sentence read, it hit me. Baba is saying, you become a sun and burn everything just as a corpse is burnt. You know that, I don't know why Baba took the burning of the sun. What a magnificent job. Like as if he's comparing it to a cremator. I don't know why. I love to really read in between the lines. So what was the thing? That just the corpse is burnt.
Yeah, like a corpse is burnt means when the corpse is burnt, the name, the existence of that person, physical existence finishes. I think that's why Baba says die alive. When somebody's dead, the world is dead for that person. Means if I'm dead today, I don't know anything of this world anymore. Anu dies. So that's where Baba is comparing that burn all your weaknesses like a corpse, that no name or trace remains. So it's your new birth. Nothing of old ways you can identify in you. Like somebody dies and we do the cremation, then they don't exist. We don't see them physically anymore. So that's what I understand. But
corpses are even buried. So does that mean a corpse which is buried
talking about burning?
Ash?
Yeah, Baba is talking about burning, right? In the Hindu, our mythology, or in our Hindu way, rituals, they burn it to ashes, right? They stand there until it burns to ash, and then we collect the ash, take it to do something with that. So we wait until it becomes ash. So you have to work on your weakness and negative sanskars. See it like a corpse is burning and see it turning into ash. That's a one beautiful method we can use for our meditation. Sit and see your weaknesses burning. So yeah, Baba is talking about when we burn the corpse. Yeah, it was very beautiful, meaningful discussion today, and at times running. I'm sure we have got so much insight right now. We're feeling in the heart, we'll carry it with us. So let's continue our churning. Maybe I can take 3-4 minutes. I'll just give cues about what touched your heart so you can churn on that. Let's do that. So right now, let's gather our thoughts and bring it become stable to the point where you are sitting. You are that light, the soul that is sitting at the center of your forehead in this body, like the deity sitting in the temple. And you feel all the powers, that divinity that we see in the deity merged in your soul, in your light. As your light radiates out, pass through the walls of your body, the temple, to the whole world. You realize that you are a soul with no name and trace of the physical existence. The body, the role, the name dissolves. All that you are feeling is that brightness of the light of your soul that's radiating power. And you see that sun above you in that purest world of lights, soul world, constantly showering upon you, and you, your light, and the Supreme Soul's light merge together. There is oneness. You shine like the Supreme, and you take this moment in that deep silence, and you feel that growing peace within you, growing contentment within you. You feel that deep embrace of the Supreme Soul, the Sweet Father. And everything becomes clear as you hold in your awareness your truth. That is total contentment and silence. And all you see are your powers, your truth that gives life, that gives blessings to everyone and everything in the whole universe. So think about all that the Sweet Father told you about you, the most elevated, loving child of God, and carry that light with you every once again. Feel, experience the cool touch, the brightness of your light, of your essence that is constantly surrounded, accompanied by the Supreme Soul, the Sun himself. And carry this light as you move through life every moment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Yes, Anubhav, you can carry on.
I just wanted to say thank you, everyone. Thank you. It was very, very insightful discussion today. I loved it. So all the best to all of you. Let's churn on these powers today. Thank you. Thank you, Amiba.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Anubhav. Thank you, Divine Family, and see you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Till that time, have a wonderful day.